ever discovered your sugar daddy is your roommate's dad at Olive Garden? I just turned 21 and moved into this apartment with my best friend Maddie to escape dorm life. Rent was like $2,400 split between us, which was brutal on a college budget. But I had this arrangement with this guy Rick I met on a dating app about a year ago. He was 45, charming, said he was separated from his wife and going through a messy divorce. We'd meet for dinner dates maybe twice a month, nothing crazy. In return, he sent me $1,200 every month through Cash App. Easy money to cover my half of rent plus some extra for groceries. Rick was super low-key about everything. Never invited me to his place, never talked about his kids much except to say they were in college. He'd always pick restaurants across town, said he didn't want to run into anyone he knew during the divorce proceedings. I figured he was just being careful. One Tuesday night, Maddie asked if I wanted to grab dinner at Olive Garden. She was excited because her dad was visiting from Denver for the week and wanted to meet her college friends. I'd heard tons about her dad growing up, how he worked in finance, how he spoiled her rotten, but I'd never actually met him since he lived so far away. We walked into Olive Garden and Maddie waved at this table in the corner. My stomach dropped to the floor. Sitting there in a blue button-down shirt was Rick, my sugar daddy, Maddie's dad. He looked up and our eyes met for maybe half a second. His face went completely white, then he quickly looked away and started studying his menu like it was the most interesting thing in the world. Maddie bounced over and hugged him. Dad, this is Alicia, my roommate I was telling you about. I forced the biggest fake smile of my life and shook his hand. His palm was sweating. Nice to meet you, Mr. I realized I didn't even know his last name. Johnson, he said quickly. Rick Johnson. The whole dinner was torture. Maddie kept talking about college, her classes, her part-time job at the campus bookstore. Rick nodded and smiled, playing the perfect dad, but I could see his hands shaking when he reached for his water glass. I excused myself halfway through to throw up in the bathroom. When I got home that night, I immediately blocked his number on everything. Cash App, texts, the dating app. I couldn't deal with it, but the money stopped coming, obviously. I had to pick up extra shifts at my campus job just to make rent. Maddie kept asking why I seemed so stressed about money all of a sudden. 2 days later, Maddie came home sobbing, like ugly crying on our couch. She'd just checked her college savings account that her dad managed for her. Nearly $15,000 was missing. The account was basically empty. My blood went cold. I grabbed my phone and checked my Cash App history. The last few payments from Rick weren't his usual $2,200. They were weird amounts. $2,100 in September, $3,400 in October, and the dates matched exactly when money went missing from Maddie's account. I realized Rick had been stealing from his own daughter to pay me. I sat on our couch watching Maddie cry about how her college fund was gone, how she'd have to take out massive loans now, how she couldn't understand how this happened. And I knew exactly how it happened. I couldn't live with it. That night, I told her everything. About Rick, about the dating app, about the monthly payments, about how I had no idea he was her dad until Olive Garden, about how the money he'd been giving me was stolen from her college fund. Maddie stared at me for like 10 minutes without saying a word. Then she grabbed her keys and left. She stayed at her friend Emma's place for 3 days. When she finally came back, she said she'd already found a new roommate for next semester. She never spoke to me again, and she never spoke to her dad again either.